discuss with you about planned e-commerce. So how it is being developed using React JavaScript. So once you are going to attend this masterclass for 30 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for React JS internship program, React JS 1. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for React JS internship program, React JS 1. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, you will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate. And the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. Clear with this? So what we are going to see in this 30 days masterclass. So firstly, I will be discussing, I gave you some introduction to Java concepts. What do you mean by classes, objects, abstract class, inheritance? And then I started with JavaScript. I gave you a brief introduction to JavaScript. What are all the different types of operators, decision-making statements, looping statements, dialog boxes, objects. And then I gave you some introduction to HTML. What do you mean by hypertext markup language? What are all the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML? So I was discussing with you about colors, forms, form attributes, input elements. And then I started with React JavaScript. So what are all the important features? What is the difference between React JS and Angular JS? What do you mean by components, states? So what do you mean by a component API, lifecycle, controlled and uncontrolled components? And finally, I will be discussing some full stack websites, how to develop some full stack web applications using React JavaScript. Clear with this? So this is the 29th day of my React JS Masterclass. Still one more day. So I'm going to discuss with you about planned e-commerce. So this is one more application. As I was telling you, right? So whenever I'm going to consider any kind of React JS application, a variety of applications can be developed using this React JavaScript. So what makes this technology so very powerful in today's world? So React JavaScript, this is one emerging technology in today's world. So what do you mean by this React JavaScript? So this is nothing but a mix of JavaScript and HTML. So I'm going to discuss with you about planned e-commerce. So what we are going to do in this system. So based on e-commerce plan. So this is one project. So different types of web applications can be developed using this React JS. So what we are going to do in this project, I'm giving you a brief overview. So firstly, you should understand what do you mean by React JavaScript? It is nothing but a mix of JavaScript and HTML, hypertext markup language. So whenever we want to develop any kind of web pages, so everything is based on HTML, tags and attributes. So what is this React JavaScript? It is nothing but a mix of JavaScript and HTML, hypertext markup language. So I want to respond to some client needs in the most effective manner. So I wish to see the business online and they have some instant access to the plant or services. So online shopping is a lifestyle e-commerce web application. So today everything is becoming online. So you can consider some banking sector. Clear with this? So today almost everything has become online. So you can consider online banking or you can consider online hospital management system. So whenever everything smart application or mobile apps or the trend of the day today, online shopping. So you can imagine any kind of online website. You can imagine Amazon, Flipkart. So you can imagine any kind. So what is the project is about? Planned e-commerce. So I'm going to view different types of plans. It enables users to purchase desired products using PayPal payment processor, and I can also place order by using cash on delivery. So I'm going to develop an application using this React JavaScript. I'm giving you a brief overview about this project. What we are going to do in this application. So online shopping. So what are all the different types of plans that are available? So once I'm going to select any plan, I'm going to make the payment and it can be shopped offline. So it provides easy access to admin person and managers. I'm going to view the orders placed by PayPal and instant payment delivery option. So in order to develop this project, a number of technologies must be studied. Clear with this? So I'm just giving you a brief overview about this project. So what we are going to do in this project. Clear with this? So what we are going to do in this project. So I'm giving you a brief overview about this project. So what is this project is about? So it includes separate modules. There will be a separate admin person and whatever the different things. Whenever a person is going to log in, he's going to select some plan. Multi-tiered architecture, server and client-side scripting techniques, implementing technologies such as React JS programming language and relational databases. Clear with this? So what is the main objective of this project? So why I'm going for this planned React JavaScript? So I'm going to develop a basic website. So where a consumer is provided with a shopping cart application and also to know about the technologies used to develop such an application. So what are the different types of technologies that are available in order to develop such an application? So the document will discuss each of the underlying technologies to create and implement an e-commerce website. So I'm giving you a brief overview what we are going to do in this project. Clear with this? So clear with the overview. So firstly, you should understand mainly what we are going to do in this project. So next I'm going to discuss with you. So I am giving you a brief overview and introduction. What do you mean by this? E-commerce, electronic commerce, online buying and selling. So online trading, online buying and selling. So this is the trend of the day today. So it is fast gaining around an accepted and used business paradigm. So many different websites are providing functionality for performing commercial transactions over the website. Here with this, so what are all the different types of transactions? So I can go for different types of transactions using the website. So everything is becoming online. Whenever a person is going to buy something, so he can just make the payment and he's going to check out. So process of shopping on the web, it is becoming a commonplace. So what is the main objective of this project? So what we are going to do in this project, so I'm going to develop a general purpose e-commerce store where the product like plan can be bought from the comfort of home through the internet. So whenever, as I was telling you, right, so everything is becoming online. So just by sitting at my house, so whenever I'm going to log in, so I can get the relevant products. Clear with this? So what do you mean by this? So in order to implement this, it will deal with an online shopping for clothes. So the customers can browse the catalog and they select the products of interest. So what are the different products they require? So they can select their products and they can be collected in a shopping cart. So at the checkout time, the items in the shopping cart, it will be presented as an order. Clear with this? So what we are going to do in this project? So I'm just giving you a brief overview about this project. So the customer will be asked to fill or select a billing address, shipping option and payment information. So whenever they are going to buy something, so I need to collect the customer details whenever they are going to select any plan. So manually what is happening? So everything I'm going to make online. So everything is becoming online. So I'm going to perform everything in an online manner. That is, I'm going to use internet, online shopping. So different types of plans are available. So they can just view the plans, and whenever based on the type of plan they are selecting, so it will be shipped into the cart. So they can make the payment, and they are going to make the checkout process. So whenever they are going to check out, the customer will be asked to select a billing address, shipping address. So what is the billing address? So whether they are going to make some purchase, you can imagine a manual store. So whenever you are going to make some purchase, you need to get the corresponding billing amount. What is the billing amount, billing address, shipping option, payment information. Clear with this? So where the product should be shipped, and what is the shipping option, payment information. So you should be getting all these details. So currently in the existing system, what is happening? So I'm just giving you a brief overview about this project. So what we are going to do in this project. So currently in the existing system, what is happening? So many customers, they go for purchasing offline so as to examine the product. Clear with this? And they hold the possession of the plant just after the payment for that plant. Clear with this? So what we are going to do currently in the existing system, what is happening? So I'm just giving you a brief overview so that you will understand this project in a better manner. So firstly, they are going to analyze, examine the product. So many different types of products will be displayed. They are going to examine the product, and they hold the position of plant. So soon, just when they are going to select some products, they are going to make some payments, and they can get the plant, whatever type of plant. So in this world, customers' loyalty depends upon the consistent ability to deliver quality, value, and satisfaction. So you get to possess the item you have purchased the very moment. So if we can search and make a list of items that we would like to try while shopping, so before actually going out. So this way we can be more confident in purchase and not missing out something. So it will help to decide what areas to visit and plan, such as event with friends. Clear with this? So what is happening in the existing system? So I'm just giving you a brief overview of this existing system and what are all the disadvantages of my existing system. So it is going to be a time consuming process. So what are the sequence of activities? So whenever the customers, they are going to purchase offline, they are going to examine the products. For example, what are the different types of plants? I have different categories of plants. For example, I can go for medicinal plants, or I can go for some other type of plants. Clear with this? So I have herbal plants, medicinal plants, so I can go for different types of plants. So whenever the customers, they are going to purchase offline, they need to examine the product and hold the possession of the plant just after making the payment for that plant. So in this contemporary world, customers' loyalty depends upon the consistent ability to deliver quality, value, and satisfaction. Clear with this? So what we are going to do in this project, so what are the different things we are going to accomplish? I'm just telling you in a brief manner. So offline shopping, it has a sense of immediacy. So if we can search and make a list of items that we would like to try while shopping before actually going out. So what are all the disadvantages of my existing system? So it is going to be a time consuming process and high shipping rates. Clear with this? So what are the disadvantages? So when you consider the existing system, so all these are the disadvantages of my existing system. So it's going to be a time consuming process. So what are the sequence of activities? Whenever a customer is going to go, so he is going to pick up some products, he need to select the products, he need to make the payment, and he is going to get the products. So all this is going to be a time consuming process. And shipping rates. So it is going to take a higher shipping rate and refunds. So lack of options, cashback offers, bad customer service. So all these are the disadvantages of my existing system. So when you consider the existing system, so what are the disadvantages? It's going to be a time consuming process. So whenever you consider any type of system, so time factor plays a major role. So it is going to be a time consuming process. Shipping rates. So shipping rates are very high, and refunds, lack of options, cashback offers not present, bad customer service. So all these are the disadvantages of my existing system. So in order to overcome the disadvantages of my existing system, so I'm just going for the proposed system. So first you need to understand this project. So what do you mean by each and every day? So I was discussing with you about different types of applications. So what are all the different types of applications? A chat application can be developed using this React JavaScript. And still, what are the other types of applications? So all these are the different types of applications that can be developed using this React JavaScript. So when compared to the existing system, what is happening in the proposed system? So I'm going to discuss with you about the proposed system. So what we are going to do in this proposed system, so in order to remove all the disadvantages of my conventional methods, that is traditional methods, so a system is proposed which is online shopping. Clear with this? So what we are going to do in this online shopping? So when compared to offline shopping, so we are just going for this online shopping. So the purpose of online shopping, so I have to save time, I have to save money. Clear with this? So what we are going to do in this online shopping system, so what is happening in the proposed system, so I'm going to save time. So whenever everything is becoming online, so I can save time, I can save money. So through online shopping, so one can save his valuable time. He can watch and select things which he wants to buy. So what are the different products? Whenever I'm going to discuss with you about the implementation section as well. So I'm just giving you a brief overview. So whenever we are going to develop any kind of project, whatever may be the technology or any kind of project, so first you should understand what are all the different modules that are present in this project. So one can watch and select things he wants to buy. Through online shopping, I can save my money because prices are less than market prices and we receive our bought things at our home. Clear with this? So what is happening in the proposed system? So no need to go anywhere and do shopping. So I can, through the online portal, whenever a customer is going to come in, so he can his credentials, whatever is the login ID and password, and I can choose which one we want. So through online shopping, a person who wants to buy is a lifestyle e-commerce plant web application. So he retails various fashion and lifestyle products. So what are the different products? So what are the different plans? So just he can, this project provides viewing options, various plans available and enables registered users to purchase desired plan instantly using credit card payment processor. So there will be an admin person who acts like a central controller. So this project provides an easy access to administrators and managers to view orders placed on pay options. Clear with this? So what is happening in the proposed system and what are the advantages? So convenience, selection. So based on my convenience, I can just log into the system and I can just view the products and I'm going to select immediacy, quality product, saving money. So saving time and effort, money, quality. So all these are the advantages of my proposed system. When compared to offline shopping, whenever I'm going to online shopping, so all these are the advantages of my proposed system. So when you look at the system architecture, so all these are the different blocks that are present in the system architecture. So I have a starting block. So whenever I'm going to start, so I'm having this login section. So whenever a person he is going to log in, he can see the plans. So what are the different types of plants that are available? So, and then he is going to select the plant and store them in the database. So clear with this? I'm just splitting this product, that is project, into different blocks. What are the different blocks? All these are the different blocks that are present in the system architecture diagram. So the first one is the starting block. So whenever I'm going to start any project, so he can just log into the system and he can see the plants. What are the different types of plants that are available? So whenever I want to purchase something, so I want to get a products view. So what are the different types of products or plants that are available? After viewing the plants, I'm going to select the plant and I'm going to store them in the database. So what are the different hardware and software requirements that are essential to do this project? So I'm going to use VS Code editor. Backend, I'm going to use Firebase and React JavaScript. So everything is CSS, HTML, and Windows 7 or 10 operating system. And hardware requirements, I require 1.2 gigabytes of RAM, 80 GB hard disk, and about 2 gigahertz processor. So all these are the different hardware and software requirements that are essential to do this project. Clear with this? So I'm just giving you a brief overview about this project. So what we are going to do in this project, so I'm just explaining each and every block. Intelligent shopping system based on e-commerce plan. So next I'm going to discuss with you about the implementation of this project. So this is my plant e-commerce. So I have different sections here. You can see here. So I have this components. As I was telling you, right? So whenever I'm going to consider or construct or build any kind of React JS application, components are the major building blocks. So they are the heart or the core of any kind of React JS application. And I have this package.json file. So all my project configurations are present in my package.json file. So I have scripts, for example, React script start and React scripts build, so eject. So I have different sections inside my package.json file. Clear with this? All my project configurations are present in my package.json file. So I have this about as.javascript. So firstly, 1 minute. In order to develop any kind of React JS application, so firstly I need to import the corresponding modules from React. So I'm just importing this button plant, or so use context. I can go for different types of hooks. So I'm using this notice items table. So I need to import the corresponding modules from React. Inside this, whenever I'm going to consider any type of language, that is hypertext markup language, whenever I want to develop any web pages, everything is developed using this HTML, hypertext markup language. So the entire HTML language, hypertext markup language, it is based on tags and attributes. Clear with this? So whenever I am considering this hypertext markup language, so everything is based on tags and attributes. So I'm going to discuss with you about this. So what do you mean by this about as.js? So for example, I'm having this div tag. Inside this, I'm having this class attribute. So what is the use of attribute? They provide some additional information about my tag elements. So whatever type of tag elements I'm using, they provide some additional information about my tag elements. So I'm having this div tag, and inside this I'm having this. You can see here what are all the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML. So the corresponding stylings are provided in my about as.css cascaded style sheet. For example, I'm having this column, floating point column. So whatever, if I want to, where I want to place this, and width I'm giving here as 33.3%, and margin bottom. So I'm giving here as 16 pixel, and padding I'm giving here. Clear with this? And inside this account context.js, so I have this account context.js. So you can see, so whenever I'm going to create or construct or build any kind of React JS application, I need to import the corresponding modules from React. So I'm importing this create context from React, and then I'm initializing some context. So export const, that is account context. I'm just creating some context, and I have this common.jsx, JavaScript XML. And I have this index.jsx. And I have this login form.jsx. So all these are the different .jsx files. I have the signup form.jsx, use history. So clear with this? So whenever he is a new person, you can see here. So what is present in this JSX file? JavaScript XML. So when I started with React JavaScript, I just gave you some introduction. What are the different features of React JS? So whenever I'm going to construct or build any kind of React JS application, so I was discussing JSX, JavaScript XML. And components. Components are the heart or the core of any kind of React JS application. So in this, I'm just using this use selector, use dispatch. So I can go for different types of hooks. So I'm just giving here as export sign up. You can just see here constant handle change. I can go for different types of handlers. So whenever I want to handle email, so I'm giving here as handle email, handle password, and handle submit. Whenever I want to submit any type of form, so I'm just having this handle submit. So inside this, I'm having this box container and form container. Clear with this? So input name, type, placeholder. So all these are the attributes. So and then I'm having this button plant r.js. So whenever I want to have some button, for example, I'm having here, so import button plant r.css. So all my stylings, whatever type of stylings, whatever properties I want, so everything is present in my button plant r.css, cascaded style sheet. So inside my cascaded style sheet, I have some width. Clear with this? So I'm going to provide some width. For example, width I'm mentioning here as 100% and font weight. So whatever is the font weight, so I'm giving here as 600 and border color. So if I want to mention some border, so I'm just giving here as none, and color I'm mentioning here as white color and background color. So whatever is the background color, border radius. So all these are the different types of styling elements. So what is the use of cascaded style sheet? So whenever I want to add some styling elements to different types of HTML pages, so I can go for this cascaded style sheet. And then I'm having this button plant r.js. So firstly, whenever I want to construct any kind of React JS application, I need to import the corresponding modules from React. So I'm having this button and class name, for example, color equal to light. So once it is satisfied, question mark, so button plant or light, otherwise the else part will be executed. So I'm having this card widget.js file. So all my, whenever you are going, you can see I'm having separate sections. When you are going to construct or build, just imagine from the developer's point of view. So whenever you are going to develop something, so what are the different modules that are present in my plant? So all these are the different modules that are present in my plant. Clear with this? So I have this card widget. So inside this .js file, you can see. So what are the different types of card widgets I have? So if the quantity is 0 and then link to equal to card, so I am giving here. So badge fill class name plant bg primary. So whatever is the quantity, so this will be shipped. So I have contact us. So what are the different modules that are present? So I have separate the sections for everything. So whenever I want to perform some checkout operation, so you can see once it is clicked on submit event. So I was discussing with you about different types of events available in JavaScript. So once he is going to shop for any type of product, so once he is going to click the on submit button, so it will be submitted. Clear with this? So what are the different types of tags and attributes available in HTML? So I'm just giving you a brief overview about this project. So next I'm going to discuss with you about the implementation section. So I have this plan.js. So here you can see, so what are the different types of plants? Fill and drawn, you can see here, name of the plants, cactus. I have different varieties of plants, corn plant. So it is stored in the JSON format, key value pass. So master data, inside this master data, so everything is stored in the form of key value pass. So what are the different things? Whenever I'm going to store any plant, it contains some ID of the plant, whatever is the name of the plant, and a short description about that plant. For example, corn plant is a tropical evergreen tree. Clear with this? So it provides a description about all those things. So what are the different types of plants? I have Kentia plum. And what are the other types? So majesty palm. So all these are the different types of plants. So once you want to execute this and views, you can just see here, I have this cart.js. So once I want any plant is selected, so it should be shipped into my cart. And I have this home. So inside this, I have this home.js file. So next I'm going to discuss with you about the implementation. So once I want to start this project, just give the command as npm space start. So all my React scripts will be executed and the results will be displayed in my web browser. So it is going to take some time and all my results will be displayed in my web browser. Clear with this? You can see here. So once I'm selecting any plan, so you can say here add to cart, and once you go to the cart, so whatever proceed to payment, so you need to provide all these details. So whatever is the full name, telephone number, email ID, and to buy. For example, I'm giving whatever is the name, I'm just giving here telephone number. So whatever is the number, I'm just giving here. So whatever is the email ID, so I'm just saying something. To buy. So once you're going to buy, so it will go to here and you can just buy those items. So it will generate some reference code. So once you want to check some status, you can just see here. Clear with this? So what do you mean by this? So what we are trying to do here, so everything contact us page. So there are different sections. So once you're going to provide this details, so they will contact you and there is a feedback section. So it contains the following fields. So it contains the first name, last name, mail ID, country, feedback, and about us page. So if you want to log out, you can just log out. So once you're going to log in, so you can just view. So I am saying medicinal plants. So you will see what are the different types of medicinal plants. Once I'm going to click this, so you can see a short description of this plant, whatever is the nutritional seed producing. So once you're going to see all, you can just see here what are the characteristics of a specific plant. And if I'm going to add to the cart, it will be added. And you can proceed. So once you're going to go here, if you want to empty cart, just click this, go shopping. Again, I'm going to choose some other type of plant, add to cart, proceed to payment. So once you're going to click something, so you can just buy those items. So clear with this? So with this, I'm just stopping this video. If you are interested, you can go to InstaMojo and you can register for React JS Internship program, React JS 1. This is the coupon code. Once you register for the internship, You will be getting access to the PPTs, the recorded videos, the project files, how the projects are being developed. You will be gaining more practical knowledge. Once you attend this masterclass for 25 days, you will be receiving a free webinar certificate, and the internship users, they will be receiving an internship certificate as well as a participation certificate. With this, I'm just stopping this video. Remaining things, I will just continue in my next videos. Thank you all.